Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So for this unboxing, this is the Spellbinders October 2025 Club Kit release. Yes, I think that's what they're called. And I have the large, the small die of the month and the glimmer of the month. My cat's just launched onto the desk, so we might get a visit. So I thought I'd start with the glimmer. Each month you get a foil, and it's a full-size foil for those who don't know. And this one is polished brass. So it's a really lovely polished brass colour. So I don't know how else to describe that. Which is very apt for the theme of the dies this month, the kits this month. So along with your hot foil, you get the hot foil plate. So the glimmer of the month, or the hot foil plates. And this one's called Magic Wonderland, and you have 4 sentiments and one, I think this is larger, larger than A2 plate, and it'll do a full plate. But if you notice, there are some stars, some little dots, which I guess are like snowfall, and little hearts as well. So to me, you could use this all year round. This doesn't have to be like winter, Christmas specific. So that's another nice thing about that one. And this just gives you an idea of the backdrop that you can make with that. You can't really see the sentiment on there because it's gold on white. So in real life you'll be able to see that better, but just gives you an idea of the backdrop and how it's going to look. So that's the glimmer of the month. Beautiful. I'll leave that there. Then we have the small die of the month, which is called Snow Day Friends, which is very cute, and you still get quite a lot in this set. So yeah, there's a tree, and what I love about Spellbinders is you've got your tree here, which is great, and then you've got all the snow and embossed lines on the tree, so you know where to put the pieces, but it all cuts out in one go. If you ever got one of those die sets of old that I have each individual one, not just with Spellbinders, with many companies, and you'd have to die cut each piece out, or you'd get one piece, say it was berries or something, you'd get one berry and have to cut it out like 500 times. Spellbinders and a lot of companies are sort of cottoning onto this, and so they are doing like a bulk area. So these little dots here, there's 7 of them, and these are so you can decorate your tree. They could be berries, they could be like Christmas baubles, whatever you like. There's the little tree stump, and then you have, I love this snowman, isn't it cute? Somewhere in here there is a nose for him. Oh, it's there with his arms, and you can also use just the outer part as giant snowballs, so you don't have to do the snowman himself. This piece is just so you can use the blackout behind the little buttons and his eyes, but you can always inlay those. And then this here makes 2 little miniature humans, minus the hair from the cat. 2 miniature humans, all dressed up and cozy with their scarves and everything, and it's going to sound weird, but they're faceless. Which is actually really sweet. And you also get a die that's sort of like to create some ground for your trees and that. So this gives you an idea of what you can do with that. So do you see how you've got your snowman in full setup, and then you've got what is the head there is just this big snowball here. So you can use it like that, and then these are the 2 kids. Very cute. So that's that. And then the large die of the month is this mama. There's always so much in this die set, and so basically it creates, it's called Window Wonderland, and it's the large die of the month, and it has the snow for outside your house, your window. It has this thing that looks kind of like it almost looks like a race car, I don't know why, but that thing will create the snow for the top of the window, as if it's on top of the roof kind of thing. You have a whole array of little lights, strands of lights, is that right? There's a little sleigh and another little child, and a different one to the other two, so you could put all three together and they'd all look different. You have a tree for like this is the indoor Christmas tree, if you know what I mean. And then you have all the parts and pieces here to create your window with decorative pieces for the window. You can have them or not have them, you decide. Extra pieces to make it look three-dimensional, down to this section here, and it's kind of like a bay window, that's what I would say. And then these two here and these little things are the windows and the tie backs. Took me a minute to work out what they were. And then you have a stack of presents here with their little bows. So plus the ornaments for the tree and the lights to layer up here. So lots of things. This is the, I don't know what that is. I think that's for the base of the tree if you wanted it separate. And then bearing in mind the tree will be inside the window. And then the star for the top of the tree. So this gives you an idea of what you can do with it. How cute's that? So lovely. So yeah, so that's all those dies put together. So that's it, guys. I say that's it. I've got to make stuff with it now. But this is the October 25 Glimmer small and large die of the month from Spellbinders, and yeah, stay tuned. I'm always behind with stuff, you guys know that now, but I will bring you some content. I need Christmas cards. I haven't actually really made any Christmas cards yet, and we are October, so I probably need to do something about that. So these will definitely help me. Bit of new inspiration, so I will check back when I have created some stuff, or I will make some stuff on screen like I do. So until then, guys, bye for now.